Yeah, it is a disappointing finish. This one hurts a little more after the start we had, and you know what? After the first, we just let them come in, and we stopped forechecking. We stopped our ozone grind that was so good in the first period. So, we did hit post, and we had some chances, but that's not good enough in this league, and we got to find a way to just grind it out for 60 minutes, play our game, and come away with 2 points. We need 2 points desperately here.
What can you say about what's been going on with the special teams of late?
You know what? I think we've been making it too easy. I think we need to stick to what we do and do it well. And you know what? It's one of the best power plays in the league, and they got some weapons in there. But we got some great penalty killers. We have a great goalie. We have great defensemen. So we got to stick together and you know what? You got to manage the puck like I should have on the Kessel goal there in the second period. So just play a little smarter and stick up for each other.
You know, we have to play much desperate for 60 minutes. The first period was fine tonight. We were in on the forecheck. We're grinding the ozone exactly where we want to play. And then in the second period, we started turning pucks over. We gave a very good power play. Some freebies, and that's the difference of the game.
What changes along the way from the first to the second to the third, as far as doing all those good things in the first and then the absence of them?
Just the commitment to it. There's going to be ebbs and flows to the game, but for the most part, we got to play with much more desperation. And we can't think that we're going to be one of these teams that scores 4 every night. We got to win games 3-2, 2-1. So we got to get back to playing well defensively like we were when we had things going.
Felt good. It was, once I knew I was made the decision that I was going to play, obviously I knew that my body felt ready to go, so felt good.
What can you guys draw on to get out of this? I mean, you're 2-6-2 the last 10 games, kind of similar to what was going on in October as far as not being able to pull out any victories.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously not fun when those things happen, but we had a lot of chances tonight. We hit some posts, hit some crossbars. I mean, if those pucks go in, it's a completely different game. And I think that if we just stay out of the box and kind of not let their power play get going and let their big guns get into the game and keep making it tough for them, that it would be a lot different right now. But things happen. And you got to learn from it, and we got another game coming up in a couple of days that we have to be ready for.
How much did you feel your goal inspired your team or gave you a little more life and momentum at that point in the game?
I mean, obviously, when you're down, anything helps. So, obviously, I was happy to get that one on the board and hopefully try to get the boys to try to push back. And unfortunately, it just wasn't the outcome we wanted.
You got to make sure that you find ways to kill those critical penalties. They didn't have a chance until the 12:30, until Kessel scored that goal. They had nothing going even in the second there. So, they're a momentum team, and obviously once they start feeling it, both in anybody's building, but also their team. So we got to make sure to do a better job of finding ways to grab that momentum back.
Your speed give Pittsburgh trouble, especially early on?
You'd have to ask them. I think when we pressure, we're a good hockey team, and I think our speed and our pressure can make us a real good team, and then you're on top of them, and that's what we did for the first period. And I thought there was parts of the second we did that too, especially actually later in the second. I thought we did a good job. We didn't get enough going in the third. That's the period that disappoints me.
Defensively, just team defensively. A little disappointed here these last few games or whatnot, a little slippage, you think? Or?
Yeah, well, I mean, you can't give up, the number of goals we've given up and be happy with it. So we got to make sure we cut down on the number of goals against. We're playing some high-powered offensive teams that, it's hard to eliminate all their offense, but you got to make sure that you're not giving up anything easy. You got to make sure they're earning everything. So we certainly can't give up as many goals as we've given up and have a chance to win.
How much of this right now is about mental toughness when things go this way, and you can point to that they've been good? I mean, you played well overall in Toronto, played well the first period tonight, but not getting the results.
Yeah, and I'd add Florida to that. As I said, I think you know, I don't know, the naked eye it looked great, but honestly, as the game, I mean, there's a lot of chances to a little, is what those chances said. So we've played good enough to win, certainly in our last 3, and we haven't. So what you got to do is you got to find a way to be mentally tough and grind it out. I think everything's mental toughness, and in this league, you can go on runs quick one way or the other. So we got to find a way to learn from this, to get better at practice tomorrow, and then put it behind us and go play a great game in Dallas.